Frid of Flowering Fox Photography, here to do the Tuesday takeover. I wanted to kind of discuss a little bit of like how I've been approaching photography during quarantine, which has been really not at all. And today I just thought I would change that and do a self-portrait and take you guys behind the scenes on what that process is like for me when I do a self-portrait and kind of some tips that I have learned. I apologize if it doesn't really make sense. I am just kind of trying to explain it the way that I have learned it, which is self-taught and very messy, very raw. It's just been through experimentation and what I've found to be beneficial and what I found to work the best, and through reading other photographers' experiences. I've been doing photography for about 1.5 years now, and it's been a very just enlightening journey overall. It's been a very therapeutic journey. It's been an encouraging journey, a challenging journey, just all of the adjectives. It has been something I'd really wanted to do when I was like younger and thinking about going to college and what I wanted to do with my life or whatever that means, was go to school for direction. I had talked for years about becoming a director or making movies or something of that nature. It's something I really enjoy, and you know, movies, very commonplace. It's something pretty much all of us enjoy. I just had decided it was silly and far-fetched and I should give it up. Photography has taught me that that's just not the case, and that I can do that dream if I really wanted to at some point. Anyways, recently I just kind of put down my camera and haven't really touched it. It's been kind of painful to approach photography, I think, because it's something that I do love and typically am shooting other people and not really having that opportunity, and just all the confusing feelings going around. When planning a self-portrait, you need to have a few things in mind. So that could be, what is it I'm trying to say, or what is the story I'm trying to tell, or what are maybe just the colors I want. So for this particular self-portrait that I'm working on today, I really wanted to have a very fantasy type look for the first half of the self-portrait. I'm going to have a grimmer look later, but I really wanted something that looked a little larger than life, a little maybe music video-esque, or just a little bit more extravagant. So I pulled out this dress I made for a different shoot last year. It has all these delicate embroidered flowers on it that fit that energy I want. There's a story I essentially want to tell here, which I'll get more into later as I reveal what the self-portrait is. But for now, I'm just kind of taking you along the ride with me. It's something I've been kind of tossing around in my head for about 3 weeks now, and it's in the same vein of these edits I've been doing and I've only shared a couple of them so far, but they're very choppy and have like a little, almost a subtitle description underneath, like an action. So yeah. Full pink makeup to match my hair and kind of bring out some of the pinks and reds in this, and I want to really shoot against the sky, so I'm hoping to have primarily pink and blue in the picture. Very cotton candy, very sweet, very innocent. Again, hitting that fantasy note. To start working on the second half of this self-portrait. I do not know how it's going to turn out. I am excited. We'll see. It's just an experiment, and I mean, what's more fun than experimenting with your art? Back in my bathroom, my hair's damp and wet and messy. I have makeup running. I'm going for a little bit more of a disheveled look for the idea behind this photo. I just kind of want to do like when the fantasy washes away. I may have mentioned that earlier, but doing more like grays and blues in my bathroom as well to fit with that bright blue and pink color, that very bubblegum, but I want it to be the negative side of that. So it falls back into what I said earlier about picking your colors, having a theme, maybe having a sort of idea in mind so that you can then interpret that visually. So I'm sitting here editing some of the photos I took the other day, and if you listen to my stories on WPB, WNC for the Tuesday takeover, you'll hear me talk about like thinking about colors and what colors to use. The idea I had in mind is not working out the way I thought it would, which is totally fine. It just is what it is. So I went through with more green pinks because I just wasn't quite able to get the shots I want at the angle I want by myself. It just is what it is. I had fun. That's what matters. And I hope you learned something and know that it's okay for your ideas not to work out perfectly or exactly how you envisioned them. That's just part of the artistic process, I guess.